Hello children, how are you all? Okay, so today in this video we are going to talk about angles and how to name an angle. So first of all, let me ask you a simple question. How many lines can you see on the board? One? No, there are two lines on the board. As you can see, there is one active guy line. This line, this is to active. It is fond of moving here and there. And this is the lazy guy line. So there are two lines. Whenever the two lines meet each other at a single common point, that is this one. This is the single common point where they are meeting each other. So whenever two lines meet each other at a common point, they form an angle. Or we can say an angle is the amount of turn between two lines. Okay, so this is an angle. So children, what are these two lines called? So whenever two lines are meeting at one point, one common point, the lines are said to be known as arms. So these two lines are known as arms. This is also one arm and this is also an arm. And the common point is known as the vertex. So children, this is all about the parts of that angle. An angle is a figure when two or more lines meet each other at one point, they are forming an angle, and an angle has two arms and one vertex, that is a common point of these two arms. Okay children, so let us see how to name these angles. So for that, first of all, I need to mark some points in this figure. Let me mark. So I'm going to name this one, this as A, this as O, this point, and this arm as C. Okay, so we have two arms here. Two arms. What are the two arms? A and O. Arms are AO, or we can write down OA. This is one arm. Second arm is OC, or we can write down CO. So these are two arms. Vertex. What is a vertex, children? Right now we have this done. It is, yes, the vertex is O. Okay, the vertex is O. Now, how to name an angle? So an angle can be named in different ways. So the first way of naming the angle is using the long way of naming an angle is using all three letters of the alphabet. Let us see how. So we can take A, O, C. The angle name is angle AOC. Or you must be thinking why we have started from A. You can start from C as well. So the name can be angle COA. So this is the one way, the long way to write down the name of an angle. What is the another way, children? Another way is, this is one way, or you can write down angle equals to angle O. Angle O, the name of the vertex. That, yes, you can write down the name of the angle through the name of the vertex only. But this will work only when we have a single angle in the figure. When we'll have two angles, that time we can't use this method. So that time the long method is preferable. Third method of how to write down the name of an angle is, suppose I can mark here number 1, or I can give any of the number like 6. So the next name will be, we can write down the name as angle 6. So these are the three different ways of naming an angle. This is all like how to name the angle when we have only one single angle. But now children, sometimes it happen we can have 2, 3, 4, 5 angles in one figure. So let us see how to name those angles. So children, here I have the figure in which I have more than one angle. So let us see. Let me name these angles first of all. Name these arms. This I can name P. I'm naming it as O. This is as Q. And this is R. So I have now how many arms? Let us write down. Arms are OP, OQ and OR. So these are the arms in this figure. What is the vertex, children? Vertex is O. So did you notice, children, that apart from this, regardless from this, how many angles we have in the figure, the vertex will be one and only one. Name can be changed. Yes, name can be. Let me take the another name. So it is S. Name can be different, but there will be only one vertex in a figure which has angles. Only one vertex. So now let us see how to name the angles in this one. So angles will be, as you can see, angle PSQ, because PS is one arm and QS is one another arm, and they two arms are meeting at a point S. So that means the angle will be PSQ. Or you can write down QSP also. But remember children, whenever we are using the long way of writing the angle, that time we need to write down, we need to check that the vertex should be in the middle part. See, my vertex is in middle, so that's where that means I have written the correct name of the angle. Next angle. So this angle we have covered, children. Now these two arms, QS and RS, so they are meeting again at point S. So I am going to write down the name of this angle will be QSR. Angle QSR. One angle and second angle. First and second angle. So these are enough? No, there is one more angle, children. What is that? Any guesses? See, let me tell you. We have done with this and this. Two arms we have already done. Then afterwards we have covered this one and this one arm. But what if, children, if I remove this part from here I have one full angle using this arm and this arm PS and SR. So there will be a whole complete angle from here to here. This one, the distance between PS and SR is the third angle, last angle. So it will be PSR. So there are three angles in this figure, and this is how we have named the angle. One more thing, children, what is the symbol? Why I am using this always? This is the symbol of angle. You can see here the symbol is this. We need to mark always a horizontal line and a slanting line to denote or to represent an angle. It means angle. So how we are going to read it? Angle PSQ, angle QSR, angle PSR. So this is how we name an angle, and we have learned the parts of an angle as well in this video. In the next video we are going to cover the types of angles as well. So stay tuned with me. Bye bye. Stay safe.